Hey Ashwings, how we doing? It's another day, another time to play Assassin. So, something I want to go ahead and do is just because I am trying to get a little bit better at my overall gameplay and just really try to kind of like hone my own skill. I'm going to go ahead and try and post at least maybe 1 to 2 games a week on a hero that I'm hoping to get a lot of practice on for the ProQuest season and kind of see how well we can do and what things I can test in order to determine its overall strength. So I wanted to kind of go over the deck real quick. It's pretty much just the basic new deck you would see, except I'd actually been on CYB new for a while, but now I'm on something a little bit more aggressive. I'm actually running Spreading Plague and also Cut to the Chase in case I need those things instead of the CYBs. So I'm giving up a little bit of health for a bit more of aggression, and I feel like that's going to assist a bit better in these situations. Spreading Plague costing 1, not like terrible, but it is great if my opponent decides to like heavy block something like a Bonds of Agony. They come in and block 4, and I can just play Spreading Plague and give them 4 Blood Rot Pox tokens. Like, that's pretty good. So I think that's pretty much going to be the key play there with Spreading Plague. Outside of that, though, it's pretty much your basic like aggressive package. We've got our Levels of Enlightenment. I wanted to also be completely aware these are cards that I don't own in person yet. I don't have Levels of Enlightenment yet. I don't have Spreading Plague yet. And more importantly, if we run into Enigmas, I don't have Embrace of Determination yet. So not exactly sure how to play them entirely, but we're going to go ahead and we're just going to take some practice and go into it and see. The casual $1,000 deck, easy peasy, right? We just need to make sure that we're taking our time and we're putting our focus into what we want the deck to be. And kind of seeing from there, we're running pretty staple stuff, Beckoning Mistblade coming in, and then we're also going to be running Scale Peeler in case we have a pretty armor-heavy matchup, Black Tech Whispers for in case we are probably going to be able to get multiple go-agains, which would be pretty nice. And then we can buy those things back with the Leave No Witnesses and the Surgicals tied in with the Cut to the Chases too. So I'll go ahead and I'll start up a game and we'll see what happens. We'll go ahead and take a shot at it. All right, we are here. We are ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on up here. Pretty much we're just gonna wait for our opponent, see what we can get. We're in the competitive CCQ, so it is going to be a little bit more, people trying to test their decks overall. And I feel like News poised to be a pretty good deck into the meta, obviously, because she is a Part the Mistveil hero, but more specifically, I think this mask is just insane. Without this mask, you're not as strong because like you activate this mask somewhere between like 4 to 6 times in a game, sometimes longer. It really does kind of whittle down your opponent's hand and makes them have to think about their lines. But the mask is really just like a big deal. It just depends on who you're going against. We're going against Kasai. I'm probably going to go ahead and just choose to go first here. Simply because I want to make sure that we're getting as much value as we can out of this. I'll probably keep Stilettos so we can keep going wide. Don't have to worry too much about that, but we are going to choose the Scale Peeler instead of the Mistblade. We're then also, of course, going to play Bonds of Agony. We are going to play Fate Foreseen in case we need to block out some pesky turns. I'd say maybe even, Our Desire Body's cool because it lets us draw a card. And they're not going to want to give up their blues. So this might not be a terrible choice either. I think we're good on keeping the Cut to the Chases out because they do have D-Reacts. It's going to be kind of hard to like push those over. Outside of that, I think we're okay with what we've got here in this deck. So let's start it up. Pretty simple initial plan here. I could Justinic to start. That's wild, though. I'm not going to do all that. So I'm just going to... let's just get these out of my hand to start. So I don't have to worry about doing them. I could have Sirens called a blue from their hand, but, it's not the end of the world for me here. So they're playing Sink Below on my... I don't know how that feels. I guess they're trying to sink their... They did sink. So I guess I'm just going to try my darndest to get these out here. Okay. Then we'll just put this up top, and then we'll arsenal that and pass. So we'll see what they get out of it. Obviously, they start with a gold for the crown, which is pretty cool. Sure, you can undo that. Pitch, hot streak. Okay, so I could no block here, and they could obviously Blade Runner. I think that's probably like the best bet because I don't care about this. If they Blade Runner, they've got it. A Glint. Okay, that's fine. And then the next one is kind of what's more important here. I probably will just... I don't feel like 2 damage is that crazy, so I'm just going to say... I don't have any reactions in my hand really to do, but I can pitch. I can pitch Scale Peeler, play Persuasive, Grains, and Rip, and then put... I can put a Leave No in hand. I could also... We can wait. We can see if they have anything else. I mean, 4 damage is whatever, so not that worried. We could even just keep the Leave No back in deck. And I can pitch like this instead. So we can do that. We could also just come in with the other dagger. That's going to be kind of crazy too. Just really come in with a lot of it here. That's fine. Then we're going to play Persuasive. We're going to give it +2. And then we're going to rip a card from their hand. There's a FaB. Cool. That's fine. I'm still going to rip a card from your hand. All right. Let's go ahead and get that going there. Got rid of a Slice and Dice. I'll go ahead and put this back, and then the Chi on the bottom there. All right, levels kind of bad. This is 4 go again. They're going to be able to attack with their second weapon, so it is what it is here. But I get to go ahead and just think below here. I could have sunk, actually, probably should have done that, but it's fine. I'll casually take 2, and then I could 2 into... I can pitch here into levels. All right, so they block for 1 less. We can go ahead and we can Looking for a Scrap into a Leave No, but I don't know that they're going to want to do all that. I'd rather keep this. But maybe we'll just put on the pressure. Whittle them down a little bit. They want to keep cards in hand pretty hard, so I could just apply pressure here. Steel Blade Shunt. Okay. Put a Leave No in the grave in case I guess in case I get a what do you call it? A thing. I did get a red, so I got a silver. That's good. We'll put levels on top. So they get a Hit and Run. Okay, they're not going to play Hit and Run. They're going to play Hot Streak for 2. I don't know what they have. I think I might just use armor value here. Yeah, that's fine. They don't have any... Oh, Tunic Resources, all right. Kasai. You know, rip cards from my hand. See, Codex of Frailty was a good call here. I could block 6 to prevent a gold. Or I could just not do that at all, and I can come in with a Persuasive with a Hiss. And then Codex of Frailty my Leave No Witnesses. kind of nuts, actually. Kind of a freaking crazy hand. But do I give him a gold? I think I can give him a gold here. I think that's fine. Because they're going to have to block pretty hard. So let's go ahead. We'll Scale Peeler. We'll pitch. See, Our Desire Mine's not bad either because they'll get to draw a card. It's either get health and hit their hand or draw a card. I'm going to pitch that. So the Scale Peeler is really nice here because Valiant Dynamo, not as good. So they're going to block with the Precision Press, rip a blue from their hand. Nope, okay. Rip a red from their hand. I'm going to then Persuasive. For 1. I'm going to block that. Sure thing. See, now this is a situation where, like, theoretically I could destroy this and have it come in for 5. And then keep the Slither here, but I guess it depends on how big they want, because they're going to try and get stuff from their hand. So I think I might have to do this, because if they have a D-React, they just lose out on the value there. I think we will do that. 5 over. There we go. Let's see. So they got a yellow. Spoils of War and Precision Press were revealed, but we got a blood on our hands in the top. So that's pretty good, I guess. I'll just go ahead and I'll put this in Arsenal. Now we can do that there. Spreading Plague isn't terrible, although I'd like to not do anything with that there. We'll just block out a little bit. They're not really keeping an arsenal, which is another thing too. That's fine. I'll take 2. Like one of those turns where I'm definitely like, I'm not sure if I really want to do this. Like, now we could also silver. I think I don't know. I almost kind of like this instead. It's just damage, but they block 2. That's really good for us. Because we give them 2 Blood Rot box tokens. So they're going to take 4 damage off of this. I think it's another situation where we just don't block. And if they have, well, if they have, yeah, if they have it, they have it. I guess that's the case, right? They don't have it. They take 4 life. So I dealt 4 damage to them on their turn. Pretty crazy. We're gonna go ahead. We are going to simply surgical. Yeah, I mean, we can give it go again. I guess it's not. I definitely want to get rid of this. So we gotta transcend. I feel like coming in with a dagger there might have been more important, but so you're gonna have to banish a card from hand. Got rid of the Blade Runner. That's fine then. I don't have anything else I'm gonna do, so I'll IP myself and keep the Hiss in hand. I don't really need to do that. Not the greatest, but again, I think we're going to get hot streaked here for just a little bit, and then they've got that permanent counter on there. I think there's another time we just don't block. They do have the hit and run. I've not run into any more of my D-reacts, which is kind of unfair. Okay, so for 5, let's just block. I mean, we want to keep a Art of Desire in hand, right? So block this, take 2. But I also want to keep the blue because we get the, well, we don't really want another hiss. 5 is interesting. Yeah. We can do this. It's actually probably pretty good now that I think about it. Come in with that. They have a lot of copper, which is unfortunate for us if they do end up getting that blood on our hands, but probably one of our turns where that's going to actually occur. But I don't know. I mean, it could be several things. Nope. Nope. There we go. Oh, a raise an army. Okay, you're not going to need that, I guess. Let's see. We're going to play Art of Desire Body. See if we can start ripping cards from the top of the deck. Give it a go again. Almost missed it. Okay, they're gonna sink. So I'll probably just hiss again. Put another slither at the bottom. Okay, they put a card to bottom and drew. Because the goal is if I can get a red off the top here and then draw a card off of Art of Desire Body, I might be able to do something else. So we're going to give it another one, or another few here. We get a slither in hand. Come in for 1 over. The real question is, do they give up another D-React? A shunt. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're going to hate me. Okay, that's fine. I'll come in with another one. Sure. They are blocking 3. Okay, that's fine. We do get to banish that card. Put that in arsenal. They get to pass. Well, it sucks though, because our turn is not great. So we're definitely going to be, we're going to pitch these guys to Scale Peeler, and then we are going to pass. Not a very good turn to have, honestly. I guess I could have probably popped a silver. But that's fine. We'll IP2 ourselves. That's still not good. What's happening? We shouldn't have this many reactions in the deck. I don't know why this is the case. All right, this is a blocking turn here, everybody. This is what we do. We block. We block these. Gorganian Tome. Okay. Interesting. Sword for 2. Let's block 3. It's a reaction. Run through. You got it. Cool. Iron Song versus. When this hits a hero, create a courage token. We're going to block. I think we're just going to block 6 here. I don't care. We'll bottom that. I don't want a freaking thing. All right. That was cool. Our turn is do nothing and pass. That's a better hand. Ish. We still got the CNC, so. They're running out of cards pretty quick, too. So. It'll be interesting. Blocking gets another +1. But we don't really care about the value on that there now. Our turn is Surgical Moon. Our turn could be Command and Conquer Surgical Moon if we just don't block, which is crazy. Huh. Yeah, maybe that'll be it. I don't know. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here, I think, but I at least know that I only have 2 sword swings I gotta deal with. So cool. You get your copper. Nine Song Versus. Sure. Get your courage. That's 2. We'll take that. That's fine. 10 copper. Okay. So this is our turn. We are going to surgical this. It's like dagger is like kind of okay in this scenario, but like it definitely should be better. I'm going to Rising Sun, Setting Moon. I'm going to put the Sink Below to the bottom. I'm going to use Mask. Have you rip a card from hand. Blade Flurry, that's a pretty good card. Then I'm going to play Slither. Then I'm going to activate Tunic, and I'm going to play CNC for 6. Pretty good. I mean, 10 damage, rip a card from hand, rip a card in arsenal. Pretty good. Gonna hit. I get a Fatal Engagement. Okay, interesting. We get that Sink Below there too, so that's nice. What are they gonna do on their turn? They have a... I guess like I could sink this. Because we could leave no, right? We could levels, go again. Well, we could even Scale Peeler. No, we'll just stay with this. That's fine. Yeah, that's chill. Because now they don't have a thing on their stuff. So, okay, so we're going to probably, yeah, we're gonna. Ooh, you know what? Now, you see I could silver into this, get another one in there. If I draw another blue, then we're in like a good spot. But if I draw not another blue, we're kind of screwed. So, you know what? Let's gamble. Why not, right? Let's go. Okay, sick. So we're gonna now Scale Peeler. Pitch this. We're gonna get to go ahead and do, okay, that all you got. You draw a card. That's awesome. Then we're gonna play this. We're going to buff power and we're gonna draw a card. Go again. That's right. Codex of Frailty. Holy shit. That's crazy. If only I had a floating resource. This would have been a destructive turn. I could then no, I want to keep that in the arsenal, so leave no witnesses. Okay, they're taking their tuna counter and they're gonna play shunt. Yep, that's what that is. Surprised you don't just get the shunt value on me, but that's whatever, I guess. This is gonna definitely be a Blood in Our Hands turn, is it not? Yep, it is. Okay, so they destroyed 6 copper because you can only do 2 of each, right? So go again, attack twice, and attack twice. Okay. So at this point, it's pretty detrimental, but we can theoretically block a little bit. It's a pretty big turn for her, though. You're gonna pitch a gold, draw a card. She's looking for buffs on the weapons. And my problem here is I've got nearly nothing I can do in this situation, so codex that I'm sitting on, a slice and dice. This is going to be a lot of damage, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, we don't want to do it on this one, but we can, theoretically, so let's block here, like this. Get the gold, that's fine. Hot streak coming in for 5. I'll just give it go again. Block 5 here. If they have it, they have it. If they don't, it's whatever, right? I can't do anything about it. I should have saved my D-reacts for big turns. Yeah, 7 damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is good. 2 damage. Okay. I lived. That's kind of cool. I could use this and still codex, or I should codex because then they have -1 on their stuff. So I think it's just gonna be a wasted cheat. I'm chill with that. But we are going to do this. I'm gonna get a Leave No Witnesses back, and I'm gonna swing the Leave No Witnesses at you for 4. Is that all you got? Okay, you don't get to draw. Whoops. To add that card arsenal. Okay, Kasai coming in. I pretty much have to block this. There's another blood on her hand somewhere in her deck, but I'm assuming she's got it. Hot streak. So this is just for 2. I could give mask, but obviously they're going to find another way to attack. So we'll just go ahead and we will block 3. I think that's the correct move there. Yep, hit and run. That's fine. Yeah. Now this is for 5, and I think what is that? In the swing, it costs 0 plus 3. So if I full block, I guess I have to respect whether or not they have it. There's 2 here. There's none in here. So I have to respect that they have it. Which sucks because then I can't use anything. But I have to respect that they have it. We'll just play Art of Desire. Take it on the chin. Okay, so this is just for 1 damage. So they're not going to get anything out of this. They should have waited, but that's fine. I'll banish. 1 weapon attack gets go again. Your next 1 weapon attack gets go again. What do I lose from this? Guess we'll just get rid of a blue Blade Runner, sure. And then we're just going to want to check the top of the deck. Yes, I will banish a blue overpower. How did you get the... You shouldn't have an agility token off of that. Prevent 2 of that damage if you do. You don't have to prevent the entire 2? I thought you did. Oh, this is rough. Yeah. I don't know that we win this one. This is a Kasai game that I'm pretty sure we just lose. Maybe too many. Maybe too many coppers were created in this game. 5. So this will pump it up again. If they have an in the swing, we kind of die, so... yeah, I mean, like, I guess we just got her, right? So they're definitely going to be able to do something else with it, so. Yep. Bam, bam. Good game. Good game. Yeah, so effectively that's kind of our match into Kasai. Not too much knowledge into Kasai here. But I do know I got a little bit greedy with the blood on her hand stuff. Me banishing one was really good. But I think the Spoils of War that hit every single time, every time they hit a Spoils of War, I was just like, all right, well, this is probably going to be really good for them because they do get 2 copper off of it. So I just kind of handed them the amount for the blood on her hands because really, theoretically, at this point, you just play blood on her hands and you get, if you have a blue in hand, right? If you're able to stay alive enough, you get to keep blue in hand. So I feel like if that game went on a little bit longer, it might have been different, and they maybe didn't have enough copper. But some of my turns, I just didn't want to block. There was no real Raisin Army threat that occurred. Obviously, that one was banished, and then I didn't see another one in here, so maybe they're only running one. But that's our learning. That's how we learn. So we may have lost on the deck to Kasai, but again, that's mainly just us looking into this and trying to see the overall best play value. Obviously, we now know Kasai and Copper definitely doing some nasty things, but I guess I just didn't expect it to be that nasty. So thanks, guys, for watching. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this episode of the the testing arc, the training arc of Ashenwing's TCG of myself. So we tried out some extra stuff. We got a couple pretty bad reaction hands, which just makes me think maybe switching out some of them for attacks in some cases is good, but our ratio is pretty good. I think it is really, really up in the air, right? Because it's you want to have to be able to get those reactions, and I do think the spreading plague that we utilized in the game was effective, but I don't know that it was game winning. It definitely did a lot of damage to them because it did 4 overall, and if I catch them on a turn in which they block a lot more, then that's really good. The Scale Peeler into matchup was really good because it meant Valiant Dynamo did not block as much as it should have, and we did get to strip a card effectively from their hand by doing so. Attacking with Scale Peeler also means that if they block with the Temper piece of equipment, well, I mean, they still effectively block it out because they get that, but I'm surprised they didn't use any Iron Song versus against a Scale Peeler just to kind of pump it up, but, it is what it is. So, good to do some testing. We'll go ahead and get another video up here for you guys on the channel for you to check out. I'm just going to kind of keep posting one of these maybe every other day and see how they go, see how our testing turns into, and then maybe we can go back and take a look at them as they happen. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and you can also support the channel in a different way by becoming a channel member. Channel members get access to channel member giveaways. They get access to emotes, loyalty badges, and an early access viewing of the Common Language, our podcast that we do here in the channel. I say our, it's just me talking to you guys in a more personal manner. But I'm also going to do some in-person armory breakdowns as part of that channel membership too. So if you're looking for more competitive thought process stuff outside of these videos, feel free to go ahead and let me know. And I'll be more than happy to go ahead and take a look, and you can become a channel member and you can check those out. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support, and I hope you continue having fun in the flesh and blood. I will see all of your beautiful faces in our next video.